Hey, I'm so excited about this video that I'm going to bring to you. It is about a new property that I found. In people been watching my videos, I've had over 5,000 comments. In those comments, there's a fair amount that say, is this just one of a kind? How do you find these? That kind of thing. Yes, they're here. Yes, you can find them. In this video, I'm not going into how it's found per se, because that's a whole nother video. But it's not a secret. That one is coming. And I might be doing that now, but I wanted to find another one just to verify my thoughts on that. And I was talking with my friend Ezra, and she sells at a subdivision, told her what I was looking for. She found me one. We went and looked at probably 4 or 5, and they all wanted it, but it wasn't what I was excited about. This one, I am excited about it. I'm really excited about it. 2-on-1, $64 a month. It's a brand new house, not even quite finished. So basically it's going to require being finished as opposed to a rehab. Then there's a second house on there that would need touch-up, not even nowhere near what I already did on my own. And it has a compound. It has a security gate. It's just a little bit beyond belief. And that $64 a month is for 7 years. 7 years. Are you kidding me? My goodness. I mean, the things that you could do with this property. Let me give you an example. So let's say you have a Filipina girlfriend, wife, whatever, but her family kind of needs to be close. Okay, so you're in the one house and they're in the other side of the compound. And there's a school very close, very close. If they have small children. I mean, if you're just a single guy and you want just a really, really nice place, maybe you're a digital nomad, retired. If you're in the military, you know where Angeles, Subic, and Olongapo is. Well, this place is like in the middle. It's 15 to 20 minutes from Olongapo, Subic Bay. So anyway, that's where it's at. It's in a little place called Dinalupian. And so let's go take a look. There's your security gate, my friends. And here's a little bit of look of the neighbors next down the street. There's a school there. That's the green wall. Yeah, look at that. This is up on a hillside. She said this house was in the course of construction and it ended during COVID. These are your neighbors. And you can see it's up on a hill. Well, this is a custom little 1-bedroom place, and there's a second house behind it. It needs windows, floors, and ceilings. In the Philippines, at the top guy is getting $20 a day. It's not that expensive to finish a place like this. First thing I usually do is I look for the deal killers when I'm walking up to a property. And the first thing I notice is these giant holes, where the giant windows go in. Well, I got an estimate from the guy who's done my cabinets and my windows, and it came in between $1,600 and $1,700, custom windows installed, large plate glass windows. So the next thing I looked into was the tiles. There's 100 square meters, needs tiled. On the high side average tiles, you're looking at about $1,100 to $1,200. Could be done much cheaper. Now I know in America, you could require that much money just for first, last, and deposit. And this, you could put a good chunk of it on your credit card. The guy that I got the estimate from is the same guy that's done my cabinets, this house, the last house. I had him look at a window that I wanted to do, the one that was up above the sink there, to replace that with just a regular piece of glass, 2 feet by 3 feet. And he quoted me $7. That's a custom frame, installed, $7. This is a very cool terrace, and when you see the furniture, you'll get an idea how big it really is. You can see the posts are either scratched there for tiles or ready for smoothing and paint. But you can see the tile space here. I've been told all total it's around 100 square meters. And we're going to be walking into the bedroom here in a second. A lot of people will tile the walls, which is what I did in one of my places. And it turned out amazing. And it's not that expensive. This is the bedroom. Okay. Now looking out, that little green patch you see there, that is rice fields. And that line in the back kind of looks like a dike or something. That is the highway, expressway, going to Olongapo and Subic. There's a mountain and more rice fields. I'm kind of trying to stumble to get around a chair here, but you can see this view on the outside is just beautiful. So you're up on a hill with an amazing view. You're 20 minutes away from the beaches and the ocean. This is Bataan, which has a lot of World War II significance historically. It's about 30 minutes from where I live, and I'm guessing about an hour and a half from Manila. You know, one of the questions I get asked quite a bit is, why would I put money into a property I don't own? The answer is, you can't own land in the Philippines, only condominiums. So if you want to live in a house, the only option is to rent. If you want to fix up this property pretty nicely, you'd save $10,000 to $12,000 over the period of the lease. Obviously not for everyone, but that's my rationale. Now this room is actually a walk-in closet, but she has a bed in there for taking naps when she's working out on the property. This is a bathroom, it's tiled. Anyway, you can change this as you would like, but at least it's finished for the moment. After the tiles and windows, there's the ceiling, and the ceiling is not that expensive to get done. Again, the electrical is already in as well as the plumbing. It's just that the kitchen hasn't been finished yet. When you remember, you'll be doing some curtains and some other thick things like that, furniture, etc. But it doesn't have to be that expensive. I kind of went expensive on my kitchen with granite countertops and that kind of thing, but it still doesn't have to be that expensive. You can do this on your Social Security income. Oh, and a lot of people will say, well, about the crime rate or this or that. I mean, have you seen anything broken? One little bit of graffiti or anything? No, nothing. Property has been sitting here vacant for 5 or 6 years and not one speck of vandalism. These windows, I don't know, I might do them in stained glass. But it doesn't have to be that expensive. Again, see, these walls are ready to paint. These windows are probably 1,000, maybe 1,200, 1,300 pesos each. It's just not that expensive. Maybe a hanging light fixture right here in the stairway. I've had so much fun designing and decorating my place. We're coming down into the living kitchen type area here. You can see the electricals in. That's what the orange conduit is for. Imagine coming down into the marble type tiled floors, picture windows, maybe some nice wallpaper or nice color. There's your kitchen area. I mean, it's just, use your imagination. This place could be wonderful. There's your second bathroom downstairs. I don't want to sound too much like a jerk, but you know, it takes courage to come here. And I like to think I encourage courage. Imagine that you're here, 6 months from now, this place is all fixed up. You've got that little house in the back, and your family is coming to visit you in the Philippines. And here you have this beautiful home, and you have a guest house for them to stay in, as opposed to you on your Social Security living in their guest house. Now, I'm chatting with guys who can afford to live in their own studio apartment in America, and hey, you are the guys who could be here doing this now. And after you've got it fixed up, you can spend several months a year traveling. Mountains, beaches. It's just a life opportunity for you. Now in this area, I would re-concrete over the top of this, and it would cost me maybe $300 at the very most, maybe as little as $200. Now let's look at this and you think, well, Daryl, that's kind of crazy. Sand is not that expensive, concrete's not that expensive, and to get a top flight guy and a good helper, that's about $1,600 a day. How many days does it take to do this? Not that many. What, 10 days? You're talking $300? Okay, now let's take a look at the second place, the second house. There's a little bit of an area there. It'll have everything cleared out. It's like you got a porta bar. Anyway, this is a bedroom, and I'm going to try to get my camera working as a light so you can go in and see the inside of this thing. I'm going to guess this room was probably 12 by 9, something like that. Now, this could be a nice little guest house. You could also rent this out probably for the entire rent of the property that you'll be paying if you take it. This little area could rent for as much as $5,000 a month, but it's certainly for the $65, $64 you're paying for the entire property for the next 7 years. At that point, you're living here rent-free. I think if it were me, basically, you could put in nothing but a doorway here and enclose this entire area as a bathroom. There's your sink. You have a little secondary shower thing there. There's your toilet, flush toilet. And here is your shower. It needs a little fix, but it's currently being used as a laundry. This little area here, I would repurpose it as a living and kitchen area. You can see from the kitchen equipment that it's got the utilities already here. So I would just make a kitchen at the other end, and this end as a living area, and you'd have a nice little apartment on this end. Like I said at the beginning, I'm very excited about this video. I think this is going to be an amazing place for somebody. I make absolutely nothing. I'm hoping to get a lot of views. But this is for my subscribers who have been asking me if there's another property out there. Keep my eye open. Let me know if I find one. I'm letting you know. Here it is. I'm going to be doing a video on how to find these on your own. It is no secret. It just takes time. And to do this video justice, it was going to take all the time that I had. It's going to be an amazing place for somebody. You know, this little place up here has water, and this has shade. I would make a little place up here, maybe with some hammock, bring in some beach sand, maybe put in a little fruit tree or two up there, and just make this a little area to hang out. It has water, so you can make a little Kubo cabana type place. Now, this place is available now, so leave a message down in the comments, and I'll have Ezra get back to you.
Okay. If you're interested in this property, just leave a comment below, and I'll get back to you.
I think it's a great deal.